Alright, wipe every iPhone Fold render you've ever seen from your brain. Seriously, because almost all of them are based on one wrong assumption: that Apple is going to copy Samsung's homework. It's not. Not even a little bit. What just leaked isn't a concept, and it's not some trust me bro sketch floating around on social media. These are actual factory CAD files, the kind that case makers use to spend millions of dollars tooling up before a product even exists publicly. And once those leak the design, it's basically done. And what do they show? A foldable iPhone that looks nothing like the Galaxy Fold. Instead of tall and skinny, this thing is short, wide, and unapologetically chunky. Imagine a BlackBerry Passport if it was designed in Cupertino in 2026. Here's why this leak hits different. Most phone leaks are guesses. Supply chain whispers, blurry photos, half-finished prototypes. CAD files are the opposite of that. They're precise down to the decimal. According to these files, the iPhone Fold measures roughly 120.6 millimeters tall, 83.8 millimeters wide, and about 8 millimeters thick when closed. That's not speculation. That's the exact object you'd be holding in your hand. And those numbers tell a story. This thing is almost square, wide, stubby, and completely against the grain of every modern foldable we've seen so far. Look at the foldables on the market right now. Galaxy Fold, Pixel Fold, OnePlus Open. They all follow the same design philosophy: tall, narrow, TV remote vibes. Apple clearly looked at that and went, yeah, no. Instead, they went wide. And that choice might actually make a lot of sense. If you ever used a BlackBerry Passport, you'll know what I mean. It felt solid. It felt planted in your hand. Typing was fantastic because your thumbs actually had room to breathe. Apple seems to be betting that comfort matters more than chasing the thinnest silhouette. The outer display is rumored to be around 5.5 inches. But here's the key part: it's wide. With a roughly 9:13 aspect ratio, this isn't some awkward emergency screen you only use for notifications. It's a proper phone display, wider than a standard iPhone. You could reply to emails, browse apps, doom scroll, even get work done without ever unfolding the device. But unfolding it is where things get really interesting. Inside, the display reportedly stretches to about 7.8 inches. And no, it's not a tall rectangle or a perfect square. It opens in landscape. Straight up. What you're basically holding is an iPad mini that folds in half and fits in your pocket. And this is the part that feels very Apple. Every single iPad app already exists for this screen shape. From day one. No weird scaling, no broken layouts, no developers scrambling to redesign interfaces. Apple didn't build software to fit new hardware. They built hardware to perfectly fit software they already own. Samsung and Google tried to invent a new category and then figure out the apps later. Apple just waited. They already had the best small tablet experience in the industry. All they had to do was make it fold. That means proper multitasking, Stage Manager, real video editing, serious productivity, all on a device that still fits in your jeans. This isn't just a folding phone. It's Apple quietly collapsing multiple devices into one and pulling the ecosystem even tighter. Now, timeline-wise, this is looking like a 2026 product. And honestly, that checks out. Apple isn't racing to be first. They're obsessing over the hinge, the glass, the crease. They want you to open this thing and forget it even folds. Because for Apple, good enough has never been good enough. So here's the real question. Would you take a wider Passport-style iPhone if it meant carrying a full iPad mini and a proper iPhone in a single device? Or do you still prefer the tall, narrow, foldable look Samsung's going with? Let us know in the comments, and I'll catch you in the next one.